Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 428. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter, Durham's online community paper. Check it out at durhamskywriter.com. Now, with Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I invite you to go ahead, click on that link right there on the Durham Skywriter Facebook page. I'll bring you on after I do the weather. We can hang out. You can promote yourself, your business, your special event, etc., etc. So, let me put on my specs and move my keyboard. And in case I forget, the Durham Senior Games are underway. So today's the 28th. So today at 9 o'clock in Sandy Creek Park, they had bocce, which is like lawn bowling. And then at 2 o'clock at the Hope Valley Country Club, they're going to have tennis. And then tomorrow's like a rain date for horseshoes at Campus Hills and croquet also at Campus Hills. But I don't think it rained last week. I was in Chicago last week, so I don't know if it rained here. I don't think it rained here. So I think tomorrow then it will be, unless I'm wrong, tomorrow is an off day for the Durham Senior Games. Hey, William M. Andrews is here saying, "Good afternoon, Durham NC from North Carolina Central University." And William is saying, "Hope Valley is in Southwest Durham NC." Yeah, that is, let's see, Southwest. Okay. So is that near, and I wonder if that's anywhere near the YMCA, which is down the road from where Kroger used to be. Or I wonder if it's closer to the Southwest Regional Library. I'll bet it's closer to that because Hope Valley, yeah, that's west. Yeah, Southwest. Thank you, William. Appreciate it. Hope you're having a good day. I certainly am. So let's see. You didn't say, where's my favorite phrase? William, I count on you for that phrase. Where is it at? He might type it out, but he does have a phrase that I really enjoy, and I'm sure he'll. Don't forget, William, my favorite phrase. But let me get the show started. So there it is. It's a beautiful day in the Bull City. There it is. There it is. That's it right there. I can end the show now, but I won't. So thank you, William. I do appreciate that. So I'm on the Word page. That's the government and nonprofit information page. Lots of programs and services that you can sign up for yourself, for your family. And also, if you're looking for a place to volunteer, you might find a place on the Word page. So you go to durhamskywriter.com and then scroll down or click on the Word page. Okay, so there are some American Red Cross classes that you can check out. Some are at their office in the classroom, some are online, some are a combination of the two. So definitely check that out. And while I'm at it, don't forget the Durham Parks and Recreation. They're looking for summer staff, and that does include lifeguards. So yeah, go to the the looking for work page, and then you'll see about that. All righty, let's see. Now the Durham County Libraries are open until 8. Bragtown closes at 6, and then the libraries reopen at 9:30, and Bragtown reopens at 10. Now, there are some vacancies on certain commissions and committees that maybe you can fill one of these spots if you have special interest in any of these areas. So, I'm going to give a shout out to Carlos. I didn't get a chance to call him back. Met him at the Religious Coalition for a Nonviolent Durham luncheon, monthly luncheon, and he's an artist. So yeah, hopefully he'll be on the show one of these days. So I want to give a shout out to Carlos. All right, let me continue. Let's see. So these vacancies, there's 6 of them. So maybe you can fill one of these spots. You don't have to have like all kinds of degrees and all that kind of stuff. You just have to have like an interest and ideally some knowledge in this area so that you can actually help the people that you're signing up to help. So let me tell you where the vacancies are. The Durham Convention Center Authority, the Durham Homeless Services Advisory Committee, the Durham Workers' Rights Commission, the Housing Appeals Board at Large and Home Ownership, Participatory Budgeting Steering Committee, spending the money, and the Recreation Advisory Commission. So if you're interested in any of these vacancies, then click on that blue link that I have there so that you can see what's expected of you. And then if you're still interested, let the city know by end of day tomorrow that you want to fill one of these 6 vacancies. All righty. And now let me check real quick. Let me check with the Durham Tech Small. Oh, wait. I like to mention this every now and then. We have 3 Durham community fridges where we can make donations of food. Like if you're like me and maybe you got some food from, from the food bank or whatever, and then you realize, oh shoot, I can't eat that. I can't have too much sodium. Don't throw it away. Take it to the Durham community fridge and let somebody enjoy that food who can, enjoy it, even though you can't enjoy it. Maybe somebody else can. Next to each refrigerator is a cupboard, so you can bring refrigerated food, frozen food. The cupboard will hold canned goods, also bagged goods like maybe cereals, rice, beans, that sort of thing. So just let me tell you where they are. We have 3 in Durham and 2 unaffiliated. But let me tell you about the 3 that are on the website of the Durham Community Fridge. And I do have the website there on the word page. You can check it out. So the 3 local community fridges. St. Joseph Episcopal Church, 1902 West Main Street on the Iredell Street side, served by bus number 11. The Scrap Exchange in the Lakewood Shopping Center, 2050 Chapel Hill Road, served by Gold Drum number 10. And Bragtown Baptist Church, 3218 North Roxborough Street, served by bus number 4. 24/7 access, so you can go at any time and drop off food. And then if you need food, you can go 24/7 and pick up food. So just know that it exists and that you can help people in a very simple way by dropping off food. Maybe catch a sale, 2 for 1, or what is it? Buy one. What's it? BOGO? Buy one get one free, whatever. Now, one more thing I want to mention. I did mention website. So when you go to the website, you can actually see what is in each refrigerator. Usually it's up to date, usually. Again, I think regular folks, this is all run by regular folks. So ideally, the websites are up to date where you can see what is in each fridge. So if you have extra food and you want to donate, you can decide, oh, well, this one doesn't have that much food. Let me take it to that fridge. And of course, if you're looking for food, of course, you don't want to go to a fridge if it's empty. So it's good to know in advance what's in each refrigerator. You can also monitor via the website whether it needs cleaning out every now and then. Somebody takes maybe like some bleach water or whatever, throw out the old food and give a little wipe down. So that's done by regular folks too. Also, people are monitoring the temperature because you can't have the food spoiling because the refrigerators got too hot or whatever. So look into that. That might be something you might want to get involved in. Okay, let's check with the Durham Tech Small Business Center for people who are trying to start a business. So let's check that out. These classes are online. They're not necessarily offered by Durham Tech Community College, Small Business Center. These are offered across the state. I just put it under Durham Tech since that's our local Small Business Center. So let's see, today's the 28th. Okay, here's a class that starts in a couple of hours. So from 2 until 4, here's a free online class on Zoom, Online Seller for the Small Business Owner. So if you want to learn how to sell things online, then definitely, I bought this shirt online. JD Sanchez is a He's a kid skateboarder. I thought I'd support him by buying his T-shirt. So if you want to learn how to sell things online, you might want to check out this class, Online Seller for the Small Business Owner. That's going to be at 2 o'clock this afternoon. Also, from 6 until 7:30, there's a class. The best small business to start right now. I wonder what that is, the best. Ooh, I don't know. I guess whichever you're good at. There you go. That's going to be at 6 o'clock tonight. And oh, here's one more from 6:30 until 8:30. Using AI for grant writing for your nonprofit or for-profit small business. That could work because there is a formula, so to speak, for writing grants. So I guess you could use I suppose. I mean, obviously you can. I mean, they're teaching you how to do it. So that's going to be tonight, 6:30 until 8:30. That sounds interesting. I'm going to check that out. Now, let me check with Service Corps of Retired. Oh, wait a minute. I was scrolling down. Cramden. Let me remind you about Cramden. They're on Highway 55, 5010, Highway 55. It's a local nonprofit, and they're trying to bridge the digital divide. In other words, they're trying to help people who maybe they don't have a whole bunch of money, but they want to help them get access to the internet. They give away computers to kids. They teach adults how to use computers. So let's see what they have. So they give free computers to students. Parents and guardians can nominate their children for the Cramden Tech Scholars Program to get a free desktop computer with Wi-Fi adapter and webcam. Got the link so you can apply for that. They also sell affordable laptop and desktop computers to low-income adults. And then I have a link for that. They also provide IT solutions for community organizations. So maybe you have maybe you and your neighbors or your faith group or whatever, you are trying to solve problems in the community, but you don't know how to do like a website. Maybe you don't know about social media or whatever, so they can help you out with that. They also sell surplus items to the public. And I guess surplus items, maybe that's mice, tablets, maybe. I don't know. But you can definitely check them out. They're at 5010 Highway 55. I have the website and their phone number. Here's more. They offer free adult computer basics classes. And then the adults who complete the computer basics course, you receive a free computer. Man, okay. Wow. Okay, and I have a link so you can click and check the schedule so you can sign up for the next go round. They also offer hands-on camps and after-school programs to young students, and they lead technology workshops for young people and adults. So if you're not in need, if you already have a computer but you want to help others, then they have these sessions where you go there and you put together computers or load basic programs onto the computers that they give away. And they also ask people who are, if they got that hookup, and their company can donate new and used tech, they would love that as well. So they can give them away to people who need them. And then they have corporate opportunities, so your whole business can get involved with helping others through Cramden. And also, of course, they request monetary gifts. If you have a few bucks to spare, they'll definitely put it to good use. So check that out. It's on the word page, and it's under Cramden. All right, now let's check oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me check with Legal Aid NC. Let's see if there are any workshops we should know about. Let's see. Their next workshop is today. Oh, okay. Legal Aid NC. They're holding a class today online. It's free. It's going to be from 2:30 until 4:30, and it is called Wills and Powers of Attorney Listen and Learn. Listen and Learn is what they call their workshops. So this is online from 2:30 until 4:30, totally free. So you can make out your will, let your family know who gets what. Power of attorney. I know a little bit about that. There's two powers of attorney when it comes, that time that you need the help because you're not really functioning well. There's a legal powers of attorney where, the legal decisions will be made by the person who you appoint as your power of attorney. And then there's a health power of attorney, and they make decisions dealing with your doctor, hospitalization, etc. And of course, your will, that's determining how you want to be dealt with, and also who gets what, basically. So that's going to be today from 2:30 until 4:30. All right. And just know that on Tuesday, they're going to have the criminal record expungement listen and learn. And that's going to be next Tuesday at 2:30. Also want to point out that in addition, or maybe in place of the criminal record expungement listen and learn, if you missed that, the city has a program. It's called the City of Durham's Expunction and Restoration Program. It's called DEAR. So this is where people who can't afford attorneys can get free legal help removing charges and convictions from their criminal records, and also restoring suspended or revoked driver's licenses. So check out both programs. I just took the liberty of listing the city's program along with Legal Aid NC since they're dealing with the same topic on that day. So that's going to be next Tuesday, just to let you know in case you're getting your schedule together for next week. Okay, let's see now. Checking for SCORE, Service Corps of Retired Executives. They have classes and mentors and all those other great things. Let's see, any workshops? Ooh, their next workshop isn't until next Wednesday. Okay, so I'll try to remember that. Okay, let's go to the health page. To Your Health. And of course, I like to point this out every now and then. At the top of the To Your Health page, you'll see those ambulances. So if you click on an ambulance, you'll be taken to a page that lists the hospital emergency departments and also the urgent care clinics. And some of the urgent care clinics are connected with like Duke, Wake Med, etc., UNC. Some are totally independent. There's one that's 24/7, which is great. And then there's one that comes to your house, which I think is pretty wild. So, and there's all different kinds of urgent care clinics. So definitely look into that. At least know where to go when you need the info. Let's put it that way. Okay, let's see. I'm going to check for the. Oh, wait a minute. Today's the 20. Oh, today's the 28th. Okay. The NAMI Connection Recovery Support Group. That is tonight. NAMI, NAMI, that stands for the National Alliance on Mental Illness. So this is a peer-led support group for adults age 18 plus who are living with a mental illness. So you get together online, and what's discussed in the room stays in the room. And basically, you can talk about your challenges and maybe things that worked out right for you. You can get some resources, get some encouragement, and then you can encourage others. And then you'll get the sense, you'll realize that you're not alone. So don't be afraid of the phrase mental illness. It's just like physical illness. It's something that you got to deal with. If you got to deal with it, so deal with it. The NAMI Connection Recovery Support Group. That is going to be tonight from 7:30 until 9, and it's totally free, and it's on Zoom. All right. Now let's check for the blood drives where you can literally save lives by donating blood. So let's see what the American Red Cross is up to. Well, tomorrow they will have a blood drive at the Trinity School of Durham in Chapel Hill. at 4011 Pickett Road. That will be tomorrow from 1:30 until 6. So I'll probably announce this during tomorrow's show as well. So let's check with the Blood Connection. They do the same thing. Their next blood drive is Thursday. So let's wait until Thursday for that one. Now, one thing that I do want to point out with it being Tuesday is that the Health Equipment Loan Program is going on right now as we speak. Oh, Barb is here. Let's see. Sticking around for a hangout today? Sure. Come on aboard. I'll bring you on right after the weather. Sure, if you want to hang out. Absolutely. Yeah, I don't have to rush off to a meeting today. So, yeah. So if you want to hang out, definitely. Okay, let's see. So Project Access runs this program. It's a county program, the Health Equipment Loan Program, also known as HELP. They accept donations of things like wheelchairs, walkers, with and without wheels, the strollers, the canes, crutches, things to help you in the bathroom and around the house, self-care, self-transport. So if you have something lying around the house, you can donate it to the HELP program and they'll clean it up. And then they lend it out to people who need it. They lend these items out for 90 days at a time, which is really great. So it's great for people who have like a short-term injury, just got out of the hospital. But it's also great for the elderly, so they can get some nice top-notch equipment that they can use for 90 days. So it's a really great program. And they're on the first floor, so you won't have to walk far once you get there. And you can park like right in front. They're right there, 4206 North Roxborough, across down the road a touch, but across the street from the cookout. All righty. Oh, I didn't mention they're open 2 days a week, so they're open today. They're open Tuesdays from 10 until 2. And then if you can't make it today, well, they're open on Fridays as well from 1 until 5. There you go. All righty, I'm going to go to the top of the page. I'm going to give a quick click on health events and see if there are any events I need to tell you about. Let's see. Today's the 28th. Let's see. Let me see. The young adult cancer meetup. That is tonight. 6:30 until 7:30 is run by Duke. It's for young adults ages 18 to 39 with cancer. You get together, talk about things, get some resources. I'm sure maybe there might be some black humor involved that maybe the rest of us just won't get. So you'll be there with your tribe, so to speak, and you'll be able to talk about things that maybe families just not willing to talk about. I mean, I've seen it happen with folks where the family just doesn't know how to deal. So this is a great way to get together with other young people dealing with cancer, get some questions answered, get some topics discussed, and maybe even figure out ways to talk to your family about cancer. Because sometimes they're just like, put it in God's hands and it's all good. Now, they don't want to talk about it. But sometimes you do have to talk about it. So that's going to be tonight from 6:30 until 7:30. Also, the Younger Onset Support Group, they'll be meeting online too. They'll be meeting from 7 until 8:30. This is also run by Duke. Younger Onset, that refers to people who are getting Alzheimer's at a younger age. It can hit, I mean, I saw a lady who was like 40, but someone said they knew someone who was in their 30s and they had Alzheimer's. So that can be very heartbreaking and very isolating, I'm sure. So get some resources again and talk with others. That's going to be the Younger Onset Support Group, and that will be tonight from 7 until 8:30. All right, now let's very quickly go to the senior page. Senior Scope already told you what's happening with the Durham Senior Games. So in case you missed the earlier part of the show, today it's tennis at 2 o'clock at the Hope Valley Country Club. And I actually had the address on the senior page. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see. Hope Valley Country Club, 3803 Dover Road. Right. I don't even remember seeing that. I'm not sure where Dover Road is, but that is where tennis is happening today at 2. And yesterday I was at WD Hill for the 3-on-3 basketball. And you could really tell that those old guys, that they definitely had played basketball before. It was really fun watching them, with their skills, going behind the back and, doing all the shots and all that. Anyway, it was fun. It was really fun. I took some pictures, did a bit of video. It'll be on the sports page of the Durham Skywriter real soon. We'll work on it tonight. Let's see. And then nothing tomorrow. And then Thursday, pickleball. All right. Now, let's see what's happening at the Durham Center for Senior Life. With it being Tuesday, this afternoon, you can play Pinochle and that other card game, Kings in the Corner, all afternoon. The center is open until 7. So if you're still working, this is for people who are 55 plus. Durham Center for Senior Life, 406 Rigsby Avenue. But some of us are still working. So after work, you can go and just get a workout in, maybe check some email, get home relaxed. So that might be a good deal. All right, let's see what else is happening this week. Not this weekend, this afternoon. Bingo size at 1. It's bingo and it's exercise. They put the two together. I don't know who did it, but they're doing it from 1 until 3. I'm sorry, 1 until 1:45. Now, quilt making is from 1 until 3, and that's in the art studio. The Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15. DCSL band practice from 2 until 3:30 in the theater. Yes, they have a band. Maybe you might want to join. Women's pool. Of course, women can play pool whenever they like, but this is specifically for women, and this will be from 4 until 4:45 this afternoon. And tomorrow morning, they will have muscle pump at 8:40. And, oh, wait a minute. No class. Oh, that was last week. Okay. 4:24. Yes, last week. Okay. So they will have muscle pump tomorrow at 8:40. Now you'll see a red FB, which means you can participate in the class by watching the Durham Center for Senior Life Facebook page, just in case it's a little early for you with it being 8:40. French 1 class at 10, total body workout at 10. That's also on Facebook. Quick drawing class at 10, ping pong at 10, and Hispanic Heritage Group fun activities in Spanish from 10 until 2. Now let me check for the special events real quick. Let's see. 28, is it? Let's see. Going on right now. Oh, yeah, it's already 12:30. Well, they're making decorative storage centerpieces right now. It's probably too late for you to go. I did tell you about it yesterday, though. But one thing you can attend today, which is going on right now, is the monthly member check-in, where you can bring your lunch, head to the theater. Yes, they have a theater. And then you can meet the administrators of the Durham Center for Senior Life and let them know how you feel the programming is going. Maybe you have a suggestion for a special event or a class. So this is a really good opportunity for you to at least discuss it. And that'll be, actually, it's going on right now. It started 15 minutes ago. Now, tomorrow morning, you can get free notary services. So if you have a contract or something important that needs to be notarized, that's tomorrow from 9:30 until 11 in office 216. But you do have to call and register first. So that's 919-688-8247, extension 104. Oh, and something else happening tomorrow at noon. The Justice Academy Fraud Prevention with Proactive Safety and Security. Wow, that's tomorrow from noon until 1:30. Learn how to protect your money by identifying and avoiding deceptive scams. Yeah, that sounds like something we all need to do. Yeah. Okay. Now let's go to the Let's Go page, the calendar of events page, and then that'll be it. I'll bring on Barb, see what she's up to. Please note I have a new weather app on the Let's Go page. I think I like it a lot. It's much larger than the old one. Let's see. Today's the 28th. Okay, there we are. Oh, this started 1 minute ago. New Visions of Africa restaurants grocery giveaways going on right now. If you are in need, you need help. Maybe you're helping to care for your grandkids. Yeah, head over to New Visions. If you're struggling, don't be embarrassed. Head over there, 1306 Fayetteville Street. They'll ask you how many people are in your family. They want to make sure they give you enough food. Sometimes they give away so much you're struggling a little bit. So if you have a rollaway cart, bring that. You can park in the W.D. Hill parking lot because they're next door neighbors. They don't mind at all. So it's going on for a couple of hours while supplies last. 1306 Fayetteville Street, served by the 5 and the 5K bus. Let's see. The Glass Jog Run Club, they meet right before 6 at the park in the Parkwood Ballpark, 5200 Revere Road. So you can either join the 2-mile walk or the 5K jog and run. Very non-competitive, all for fun. Ending at the Glass Jug Beer Lab, 5410 Highway 55. And strollers are welcome, and well-behaved dogs are welcome too. I haven't seen Barb's dogs in a while, speaking of dogs. But anyway, hopefully Barb will set up a camera so we can see them again. Let me continue. Oh, I wanted to go to this. The Elizabeth Street UMC, that's the church that's at 1209 North Elizabeth Street. They're having the free community meal tonight. That will be from 6 until 8, where you're just enjoying a pleasant meal. No strings attached. It's free. You're meeting neighbors. You're hanging out. You're meeting nice people, enjoying some good food. So that'll be today from 6 until 8 at 1209 North Elizabeth Street. I'll probably see you there. Oh, let me tell you. So if you're parking in the parking lot, then you head towards the back and you go down the stairs. You'll see the playground, and then you head down the stairs, and that's the fellowship room right there. If you're using a wheelchair, go in between the buildings because they have like 2 buildings. Go in between, then you'll see a ramp, and that'll take you to the fellowship room as well. All righty. And speaking of dinner, Wheels Durham, which is at 715 North Hoover Road. If you like to roller skate, they're having free dinner skate night tonight from 6 until 8:30. Admission for skaters is $15, and that does include the skate rental, which is super great. And then you get a slice of cheese pizza and a small drink. Non-skaters who are only there to watch their kids, adults, they pay $4. All right. So that's from 6 until 8, 715 North Hoover Road. The Black and Brown Ballet class is at the Hayti Heritage Center tonight from 6:30 until 8 on the corner of Fayetteville and Lakewood, upstairs in the Chuck Davis Dance Emporium. The class fee is $10, and you have to be at least age 12 and a beginning or intermediate ballet dancer. High Strung Violins and Guitars, they are hosting the Irish Learning Jam. It's not at the store, which is on Markham Avenue, but it's being held around the corner at Blacknell Memorial Presbyterian Church, 1902 Perry Street in the community room. That will be from 6:30 until 8. It's free. Near beginners are welcome, but ideally you're comfortable playing in the keys of G, D, and A major, and E minor. So if you're a guitar player, yeah, those are the easy keys. So maybe it's easy for the other instruments as well. You can click for more information, and I'm just letting you know that the store is at 1805 West Markham Avenue, but the event, the jam, is at 1902 Perry Street. Now, following the Irish Learning Jam is the High Strung's Classic Country Honky Tonk Jam. That's also at the same church, 1902 Perry Street. So a piano will be available, So you can play some honky tonk piano. Singers can join in. It's free. Again, near beginners are welcome. They will have chord charts, and they'll explain how chord charts work if you don't know how to read them. So they'll help you out with that. And that will be from 8:30 until 10. Now, Aldersgate United Methodist Church, excuse me, 1320 Umstead Road on the north side of town. They're hosting their weekly community pickleball, 6:30 until 8:30. Head towards the big building. That's where the gym is at 1320 Umstead Road. It's totally free, but minors are only welcome if they're with their parent or legal guardian, because I guess they don't want to be overrun by kids. I understand. So that's going to be going on today, 6:30 until 8:30. Now tomorrow, 1 Million Cups Durham is hosted by Echo NC. This is where you go to ReCity Network if you're an entrepreneur or budding entrepreneur. This is at 112 Broadway Street. They have their own parking lot, in case you need to know that. It's a free event. So you go there at 8:30. You have your coffee, you're meeting people, you're working the room, maybe exchanging business cards if they still do that. And then at 9, they'll have two different speakers talking about two different businesses, and they'll be answering questions about being an entrepreneur. So if you want to meet other entrepreneurs, you want to put your toe in that water and see what it's all about, yeah, you might want to check that out. 1 Million Cups Durham tomorrow at ReCity Network, 112 Broadway Street, 8:30 until 10. Let's see. Oh, if you're struggling, Bell Yeager Free Will Baptist Church, 128 East Cornwallis Road, they're going to have a food giveaway tomorrow. That will be from 10 until noon. Also, Catholic Charities, they run the Durham Community Food Pantry in the Lakewood Shopping Center, 2020 Chapel Hill Road, and that's from 10 until 1. Now, Bell Yeager, they give away great food, but Catholic Charities, they do as well, but they also have diapers. Don't forget, when it comes to Catholic Charities, you can let the social worker know if you can't have dairy or pork, and then they'll make a substitution. And ask for diapers, because now it's the end of the month. They still might have some. Sometimes they run out, because sometimes when I'm there, they have like maybe only 1 or 2 sizes left. But they can always tell you when to come back, because they pick them up once a month, a whole bundle of them. So they have the little dinky sizes, the newborn to toddler sizes, and they have the big ones for adults. So it's great for caregivers. All right, and then you can take the guided tour at the Pauli Murray Center for History and Social Justice, 906 Carroll Street. That's going to be tomorrow from 11 until 12:15. Tickets are $20. That's the regular ticket. And then low-income folks can get the community ticket, which is anything you can afford between 4 and 10. And that's pretty much it. Let's check the weather. Then let's see what's going on with Barb. Let me grab my phone. And let's do some weather. Now, when I woke up this morning, which was, pretty early, they said we were going to have thunderstorms, but I guess things have changed. The sun just came out. It's supposed to be cloudy. I don't know what's going on, but it's 60 degrees right now, and it says cloudy all day. Oh, it just changed right in front of my face. Now it says a 100% chance of thunderstorms. Okay. But right now it's cloudy, and the high today will be 71, so that's not bad. So when are we going to get all this rain? I don't see any rain. That is so weird. It says 100% thunderstorms, and when I go hourly, nothing. All the way to midnight, nothing. I don't understand this. Let me check my other app. This is kind of wild. Checking my other app, checking my Weather Channel app, and let's see if it's a little clearer. Okay, 60 degrees. Let's see. Let me see if I can make sense out of this app. Mostly cloudy, no rain. And actually, it doesn't even say that there's a chance of rain with this particular app. Nope, nope. And then tomorrow, the high will be 73. Nice. Okay, there you go. So it's nice day. Somehow, I guess we're not getting the thunderstorms that are being forecast. So let's bring on Barb. And okay, let's see. Let me click on dynamic scene, add Barb to scene, and transition. Oh, Barb, what's
Hi.
new?
I'm wondering if my audio is working properly. Does that work
Yeah,
for you?
perfect.
Because it was so strange. I had to switch. These are, I had to switch my earbuds, whatever. I had Wi Fi on
Mm-hmm.
and I could hear you perfectly, but in this application, I couldn't hear you at all. And so I
Oh,
had to switch back to my wired ones. And I thought, I'm pretty sure the last time I joined her, I had this echo problem we had. So
oh yeah.
anyway,
But you know what,
this
Barb?
works. What?
Now, I have been switching things around because I'm getting into music production, which means when I'm trying to record original music, I'm switching the input and the output.
Uh huh.
And
Yeah.
ever since I started doing that, every single time I go online, because I don't know if you've ever watched my show recently where people were saying, I can't hear you. So ever since I
Oh.
started getting into the music production, I have to click on the gear and check the audio.
Mm-hmm.
And there, I don't know about your setup, but when I check audio, it says default MacBook Pro speakers, and then there's another one, and then it lists some other things, and then it says MacBook Pro speakers, and then parentheses default. So I have to choose the other one. So there's two settings for MacBook Pro speakers. One says default speakers, one says speakers default. So whatever I'm on, I have to go to the other one, and then it works. So I have to remember to do that every day. So I think my this EVMux program, live streaming program, they want me to know and to physically choose the output so they can be sure that it's working right. So I have to do that every day now. I don't know.
Okay.
It's weird. It's weird. And even if it's on MacBook Pro already, I have to always switch to the other MacBook Pro speakers listing
I'll be darned.
in order to get the mic to indicate that it's working. I don't understand. I don't.
Wow.
Have you been live streaming this week? Because I know you had a a series of daily shows.
Right. And then everything went to kaput when um, Nick didn't show up one day. Well, actually, his cat was run over, and they had to get a new cat. And,
Oh,
you know
oh,
how it is when that happens. It's just
oh my God!
everybody.
Yeah.
And then,
Sure.
as you know, it was just a matter of timing. And I said, yeah, because I was going live for, daily habits. I just thought, man, I got to keep them up no matter what,
Yeah.
because I've got so much to do. And then early this morning, I, I woke up. I shouldn't say this on live streaming, but I just woke up for a potty break. And
Oh,
I
sure.
grabbed my phone. I grabbed my phone and I looked, and I had a message from him asking if we were going to go live today. So I said, sure, and I said,
I'm
because
sorry I missed it. Because usually
uh,
you're on at 11 o'clock my time. Because I know you're. I mean, folks watching. Barb is
I switched to
here.
that. When he was gone, I went on for a few more days, and then I thought, well, I do better when I play off of people than just being there by myself
Mhm.
and rambling along. And of course, my memories on Facebook. this um, last 10 days has been an awful lot about Blab, where you and I met, you know. Well, actually, I don't think we met on Google Hangouts, but we went there as a
Yeah.
result of meeting on Blab,
Mhm.
and so it's and of course that started in the UK, as you know, so we had a lot of UK friends in there. So
Okay.
anyway, I was
Do you,
going through this
oh,
this week has been particularly challenging because you know that, I mean, just yesterday I celebrated my 17th year on Twitter, which is now X.
oh,
And I was so mad at X yesterday because I found out that one of the default things we had on Twitter was that when we followed someone, we automatically received their notifications. We had to go to their profiles to turn off seeing notifications.
oh,
And
I didn't
so
know that.
now back on X, a couple days ago, they turned off that auto notification, and we have to go back and click on the notifications to see what our friends tweet or X about, or whatever they want to call it these days, you know.
Yeah. Oh my
And I'm
goodness.
still on there because I've used Grok, and you and I are old school journalism people.
Yeah.
And the reason I went to that platform to begin with had to do with all the traditional media that we were, um, that we've known since we were kids, were there, and it was breaking news all the time. It was. Do you remember the old telex? We had I mean, way back then, we had things that
Alex?
were going,
Is that like
and
the ticker
it
tape?
comes, yeah, it comes right across the ticker tape coming,
Yeah. Yeah.
at the time. And it's like, and you'll hear it, it was in our offices, and you'd hear it, and it's like everybody go
Oh,
running to see what was there. And so Twitter was much like that at that time.
mhm.
And you would see them, and then you would see people who, like, if they were subscribers to that news outlet, they would be chiming in right away. And then there were leads that would automatically come up. I mean, anyone who's a journalist, it's like, oh, where is the source? I got to find the source. I need
Right.
to get that interview and so forth.
Right.
And you'd see it come up, and you were like, oh my God, this is so much better than a newspaper, kind of thing. And so that was what attracted me to it and why I wanted to be there. And then
Mhm.
after all the uh, BS that I don't know what else to call it, but BS that took place, and it just took, the core of what that platform was about away, and then eventually was sold. I said, I had created lists. That was a feature of that platform. So,
Mhm.
and I had all of my news people on these lists, all the and journalists and so forth, all those favorites. So I could just click on the lists and follow it. So I still wasn't inconvenienced too much. And then AI came along, and Grok, of course, was native to X. And so I got the first level of premium account so that I could use that. And it was cool because it would pull from the, aside from other things we know about AI, just to pull the news, it would pull from these sources and provide the sources. And then you could go and create your own news story out of it, or do whatever you wanted to. But
Yeah.
that's kind of how it was from Twitter, except that it was actually better because it did give the sources, and it wanted to go out and search the internet as well. So, okay, I don't care. I'm just going to ignore everybody else. This is
Yeah.
my daily habit. Everybody has their newspaper fix, and Google wasn't doing it for me anymore. And I just thought, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. I'm going to stay on in that. But when they did the thing about notifications yesterday or 2 days ago, and I went over there, I just went into shock because there was nobody I knew, and it was all, they threw me stuff from the White House, U.S. government, and
Oh,
and
I didn't want all of them.
Elon, and
Uh,
Tim Cook and all that stuff. And I'm going, what the heck? What's going on here?
you know,
So,
EV Mux, my live streaming program that I'm using, they have a new feature where you see how I have my contact information as a banner. I can have a banner that has the latest breaking news.
and their service actually pulls that up.
Yeah, but I don't
You
want
have
it.
to show it to me. Oh, I'd have to see it in operation.
Oh, okay.
But
I mean, I don't want to do it during my show because
sure.
I could be happily talking about something and then death and destruction is going across the screen. You know
All
what
of
I mean?
that? All that? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't. No, I don't
That's
want to. Because my
maybe
show.
maybe they have a demo on YouTube or something about how that works. I
Maybe
have to
they.
check that
Maybe they.
out.
Maybe they do. Let me see if I can click. I don't know how to do it because I haven't done it. But I didn't want to be talking happily
I
about something.
agree. I agree.
Let's
I
see.
don't want to be fed the bad news. I can
Turning
anybody
up
can
all
get me that.
Uh. Oh boy, they have all this new stuff. Okay, wait. Free media stock. Media stock is here. 1,000 plus free assets for your stream. Wow.
Wow.
They have new countdown blast promos. They have new full screen mode, just got a major upgrade. Your scene now takes over the entire screen. No buttons, no distractions. Okay.
Well, that's interesting.
Ultra low latency is here for YouTube.
I'll be
So
darned.
so you can toggle ultra low latency before you go live. And I guess that's to, it says cut your stream delay down to just a few seconds. Okay. I didn't know there was a lag.
Wow.
They now have interactive trivia games during my live streams. They have, there it is, add professional broadcast quality news banners to your stream with news block. Multiple unique banner presets with full color font so how do I do it?
I don't know, but you should. I mean, really, that I'm envious of that because that was the whole thing. It's like
I
the
don't know where to
conversation.
go for. I'm just looking at the announcements for all the new. I need to play with these additions though. I really need to play with them and see what they're like. I don't know where to go though for any of these new. Let me just look around. Let me just look at banner.
But
No,
they do have a YouTube channel, right?
they EV Mugs. I don't know if they don't have
EV Marks. I'm gonna
EV Mugs.
check.
They seem not to have a lot of confidence because they don't have they have a YouTube channel, but they don't have like meet town hall meetings and
See, Justin Brown. I followed Justin. Oh man, since what a long, long time. But he has a whole thing on EV Monks, a complete
I,
tutorial.
I think I learned the most about EV Mugs from Justin Brown. I
Did you?
like
Because I really like Justin, so I'll have to look at that and see. But that one is from 3 years ago. It hasn't been updated. Here's Evie Max's. I'm actually subscribed to that channel, and it says it's got like 4.43 subscribers now. Yeah, I see what you mean. They've not.
It's not up to date.
2 years ago, yeah, 3 years ago. It doesn't. I wonder why. Because
It's like they had a
YouTube.
flurry of tutorials a couple of years ago, and then they figured, oh, okay, they got it, and they and they sort of like abandoned that idea. So
Wow.
I don't even know where to go to.
1 year ago is the most recent live that they have.
Mhm. And it's sad.
Wow.
It's
We should
real.
talk about, I think I'm in that group on Facebook. You think?
Yeah, I need to go to that group and complain because I've complained before, but I guess they're busy or something. Oh, wait, let me see. Advanced settings. Let me see. Uh, no, I don't know where to find darn it. Yeah, I don't know where to get this news feed.
Okay.
I
Well,
can't.
I didn't mean to, that messes you up today, but that sounds interesting. The new features sound interesting.
Yeah.
But I did go ahead and pay for another year of StreamYard. So And
Okay.
then I also have a lifetime subscription to the power, the second to the top, I guess, uh, of Be Live, which is comparable to what I have at StreamYard. But I,
That
it's at
really
my
sh-
age. It's like how much longer are you going to be doing this, Barb?
Till I can't.
Yeah. Well, and I thought, it does. I actually, me, I Google everything, and I like if people, no matter what age you are, because I found a lady I was following, she was 80 something teaching exercising classes, and I'm like,
Whoa.
wow. And she's, svelte. And I was like,
How
you
about
don't
that?
have to do this, but it's all about staying connected, So.
Sure. And
And
like,
I don't know if we can talk about just anything, girlfriend, but I wanted to let you. Have you been following the works of Taylor Sheridan? You know who he is?
no, I don't. Who's that?
Taylor Sheridan.
You write it down.
He is a
Oops.
writer and he's executive producer of some very awesome work.
Okay.
But I just watched. Do you like Meryl Streep? Or do you like
Um,
who was it
I'm
this
not. I'm not
weekend?
the biggest movie watcher, but I know she's a really good actor.
Well, he's been attracting all the finest, the ones that won the Academy Awards and all
Mhm.
that. I mean, those kind.
Okay.
He's been attracting them to his streaming productions. And
Oh.
there's a whole series of them. And I'm a fan of the one Chicago's uh, projects, and the Chicago PD, the Chicago Med, and all those, from the Chicago thing. And but
Mhm.
it has to do with writing. I'm always attracted because of
Oh.
the writing and the production, of something. And Taylor Sheridan to me is like the tops at this point in time and
I
in
need
my
to.
life story.
Yeah.
But my husband and I just finished watching the 2 seasons of The Madison. If you and I it was so addictive. We couldn't put it down. We binge watched it,
Mm.
and it has uh, Kirk Douglas and Michelle Pfeiffer is a leading lady, and it
Okay.
is just amazing. But
Oh.
I got so into the whole production of it and everything because the scenery, how they switch and the script is phenomenal. But I have not, and because I thought of you, is that how long has it been watching a movie that you've heard a really good joke on the movie or on a TV series? Have you heard them tell a joke in any? I mean, I'm not saying a comedy skit, but I'm saying in a dramatic performance or whatever. I've not seen one take
Everybody's so
place.
serious nowadays.
Right. It's so serious. And the Madison is a very serious storyline
Mm.
and about present and past. And I mean, he just has all the elements, blended together. It's fabulous. And
Well, thank you.
just
I'm gonna
just
check
that one.
it. Sounds like something that my sister
And
would, because she likes actors and actresses and
all that
and
stuff,
yeah,
huh?
yeah. And she was on one episode of Chicago ER.
Yeah.
Actually saw it on YouTube. Finally, after so many years, I found it on YouTube. She's
You
only on
did?
she's on camera for like 10 seconds, if even that. So,
Oh,
but
I definitely I do like that, but I just I had not heard a joke. And even when we were doing Blavity, some I don't remember any sessions where we all came in and just told jokes. But and it's been forever since I've heard a good joke. But I was watching that and the
mm,
way it rolled from the script, from the storyline, you're all serious and oh, what's gonna happen next and all this. And then one as I don't want to give anything away to somebody's watching, but one of the actors actually told a joke, and the way that the joke rolled off on
mm,
screen, it's like you had me at hello. And we must have laughed for 5 minutes. It
Oh
was
my
just
God.
hilarious. And
Wow.
I thought, wow, I've never seen a joke told so beautifully in
I
ages. You know, but that's what we need is laughter. We need it, all the
really
laughter
do.
we can
It's
get.
healing.
Absolutely. And that's really why I said, I need to jump in and see you today because I we hadn't been uh connecting here for the last few days. And so I just kind of
Yeah, well,
um
I'm back. I'm
I
back too
need
early because
I need my Durham Skywriter fix.
I did have to skip a few days when I was in Chicago. It's so
Right.
hard to work when you're with family, you know.
Yeah.
So I think I did one show or two shows from Chicago. I think,
Did you?
uh, and because Dave, I think he called it the Windy City Hangout or something.
Yeah.
Um, but it looks like yeah, I'll be the only time. Oh, actually, wait, is this May or April? Wait, let me go to May.
Oh, April's coming up to the end.
Yeah, now I'm going to Oklahoma in late May, so and I'm not even going to take my laptop. I'm not even going to bother because they say there's like no internet where I'm going, hardly. Because I'm being
Wow.
rural Oklahoma, a very small town, Oklahoma. So let's see. So I will be gone from the 20th to the 24th. So it's a few days that I won't be doing the show. But let me show you what I bought, though. I have to learn how to use it. Let me show you, because they said don't count on the internet being really available. So I'm not gonna. I thought I would like live stream the parade or whatever in Boley, Oklahoma, but I can't count on it. So I bought this thing. I have to learn how to use it, but it's like a portable router thing, so you can
Mm-hmm.
hook up your electronics to it, and that's
Did
the
you get
end.
that on Amazon?
Yeah, and
Wow.
so when you're in a rural area, you can connect to the internet's Wi-Fi, but then you're connecting all your gear to this router instead
Uh-huh.
of each device seeking out the fleeting internet.
Exactly. But the router is connected to the public internet, or are you getting that? Are you using,
Well, that's why I
um,
need to read these directions, and because
yeah.
I think somebody said you can, because of these different connector things, that you can connect to the, is it the TV or the router, or you can connect to something physical.
You put that, you're in my Barbie Live group, aren't you?
Yeah.
Okay, put a link to your router that you've got there. I recognize all that stuff. I don't want to get into the techie side of that. But anyway, I'm
Okay.
worried about security. And my husband did the same thing recently. And I'm interested in that because I still have to empty out the resort property in Central Oregon and getting it ready to either lease to weekenders or,
Mm,
vacationers or
okay.
to sell.
Oh,
And so, because we've decided, we're getting up there and we've only got so much time left. And my
yeah.
ballooning family is so international and
Wow.
so large that it just pays. I mean, because this is the biggest ballooning event in the world is located here. They all come
Hmm.
here. And
Hmm.
so it's the best way to connect to the most people at one time is through that event. And if you, I mean, how many times do you get to see your friends in person a year? It's from
Exactly.
around the world. And so
Exactly. It's a,
that's
even when it comes to my family, once a year, from
right,
twice
right.
lucky. Yeah.
And that is how I met so many people from all over the world in so many occupations was going to that event or being involved in it in some
Mm-hmm.
way. I didn't
Hmm.
always, there were actually very few years I probably only went on field every year for maybe 7 to 10 years. And the rest of that time in being involved with the organization, I was always behind the scenes working from my place
Mhm.
or, some client's location, but not actually being at the event. But then we would gather in person at
Mhm.
hotels and restaurants and so forth around the city. So,
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
you're talking about being concerned about safety. I think the way this works is that you're creating your own little network. And
Well,
so
that part's, I understand how that works, hon, but it's the thing, you got to get out to the internet. So, um,
it's like
I'll research it.
encrypted. Is that the right word?
Yeah.
Encrypted. So
Mm-hmm.
people can't jump on this because
Yeah.
it won't allow just anybody to
The router itself. Yeah. But,
jump on. Yeah.
well, I'm interested. I'll, and let me know.
Okay, I
And
will. I will post the Amazon link if it's allowed. On your
you
bar.
can, yeah, and there you can, because that's all geeky old ladies. So, I mean, well, not old ladies. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'm
that's
the old lady. Just don't
fun.
call me that.
And here's some extra like there's all these different like cables
Uh-huh. Yeah.
and oh, this one is like European or something. And then you can
Well,
click.
if you a world traveler, because that's years ago. That's when we all started in Blab. I just finished up that because and actually
It's American.
um it's actually still on my Twitter account or X account. That because you can work from anywhere in the world if you have the right
Yeah.
connections and the right gear.
Yeah,
So,
so this came with a bunch of different connector things. Oh, and here's
mm-hmm.
the I
Well,
think it's
put the link in there. Let's look at that. Look at it seriously, and we'll talk
okay.
about it either next week or the next time we get together. Whatever.
Excellent. Because I do want to learn how to use it before I go. It would be kind of stupid
Oh, right.
to
Yeah.
take
Well, if
it
you
and not know how
uh,
to.
in there, you tell me when you want me to join you. I can't actually. This day is a great day too. Tuesdays, Mondays, I'm pretty clear, but Thursday, of course, is just really that
Oh,
day. No, but
yeah, yeah.
so
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
You take care.
okay, Barb. Thanks for dropping by. I love it when you drop by. So drop by whenever you like.
Okay, you take care, and I'll catch you again soon. Bye
Okay, thanks a
now.
lot, Barb. See you soon. All right, remove from scene. There we go. Yeah, so it has GLINet. If you know what that is, I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna learn how to use this thing. So GLINet. There it is. It says Wi-Fi for things. That's really basic. So there you go. I think that's it for today's show. Let's check the weather one more time. Let's see. So Durham's weather is, oh, it has gone up to 63. Okay, definitely. It's definitely not raining. It says mostly cloudy, but as you can see, the sun is out. So 63 going up to 71. It still says 100% chance of thunderstorms. But when you scroll ahead, no thunderstorms listed. If you have an hourly forecast, it must be some kind of a glitch. So, anyway, have a beautiful day. And I'm pretty sure I'll be live tomorrow. Let's see, April. Yeah, I'll be doing the show live tomorrow. And in fact, tonight, maybe I'll see you at the Elizabeth Street UMC for the community meal, which will be at 6 o'clock. Maybe I'll see you there because I will be going to that. So have a beautiful afternoon, and I will. Oh, let me set up my outro, and I'll see you tomorrow at noon. And don't forget to read the Durham Skywriter at durhamskywriter.com. Ciao for now.